And welcome to this edition of the Native News Update on this Thursday, April 19th. I'm your host for today's program, Paul DeMain, and many of the stories we read here can be found at our website at IndianCountryNews.com, and here are some of the news stories for the day. Forced evictions of local residents from their mobile homes in the Newtown, North Dakota area to provide housing for predominantly out-of-state oil workers has reached a new low, according to information posted by Candy Moset of the Indigenous Environmental Network. On Monday, April 16th, 4 Native American residents of the Prairie Winds Mobile Home Park, including a 9-year-old child, were forced to leave their home when landlord Leroy Olson removed Heather Youngbird and Crystal Deegan's front door. Olson then cut the electricity, turned off the propane to the home, and told them they had to leave their home immediately. The battle for housing in North Dakota has been an ongoing struggle since the onset of the oil boom in the Bacan Shale oil formation, which partially lies in northwestern North Dakota. The housing crisis has been growing worse, particularly within the million-acre Fort Berthold Reservation, homeland of the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara tribal nations. Infrastructure is inadequate at all levels in North Dakota, according to this report, from crumbling roads and the lack of proper sewage facilities in the various man camps that have popped up across the state to a severe shortage of adequate housing. Local history buffs are excited about the upcoming dedication of the home of once rich and famous Miami chief as a National Historic Landmark. The home of Miami Chief Jean-Baptiste de Richardville was built in 1827 and was where numerous treaty negotiations between the U.S. government and the Miami took place. In early March, the Fort Wayne site was named a National Historical Landmark by the National Park Service, which is part of the Department of Interior. Members of the Miami Tribe of Oklahoma are hoping that a new National Historic Landmark in Fort Wayne will help spread their message that they are still strong and a vibrant people. Directors of the project at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, also spoke of the significance of the Richardville home. Darrell Baldwin, director of the Miami project, and George Ironstrack, assistant director and education coordinator, worked together to restore, preserve, and maintain Miami language, culture, and history. Everybody agrees that the site could be a place where members of the Miami tribe can gather and learn of the sacrifices made by their ancestors. Wildlife officials with the Blackfeet tribe are working this week to capture any grizzly bears responsible for the killing of 6 yearling steers on a ranch about 40 miles north of Browning. Ranch manager Bo Michael told the Great Falls Tribune that a bear charged him April 17th when he found it feeding on a carcass. The first yearling was found dead last week with its nose and back crushed. Other dead steers were found 2 days in a row after that. Kearney suspects one bear is responsible for the steer deaths on Rumney Ranch. He set 6 snares and 2 culvert traps to catch any offending bears, which likely would be relocated. Michael said 5 grizzlies were spotted on the ranch at different times April 17th. The ranch is running about 1,000 head of yearlings on the Milk River, about 25 miles east of Glacier National Park, Michael said. Despite the livestock losses, Michael says he doesn't begrudge a bear a meal. The Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate claims an illegally built road has harmed the quality of a lake that is popular with fishermen there. The tribe is suing the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in federal court. The tribe wants the road removed and the enemy's swim lake restored to its original condition. Court documents say the lake is considered one of the South Dakota's most pristine lakes with walleye, bluegill, and bass fishing. The Corps of Engineers has asked a federal judge to dismiss the suit. The tribe contends the Corps has illegally allowed a local farmer to build a road across the lake's inlet. They believe that work has allowed sediment to seep into the lake. A South Dakota environmental official says he doesn't believe the road has damaged the lake. Susan Jenkins, executive director of Cherokee Preservation Foundation in the Carolinas, has announced her retirement to the board and staff of the foundation effective December 31st, 2012. Cherokee Preservation Foundation is celebrating its 10th anniversary in 2012, and it has been an eventful 10 years under Jenkins' leadership, according to their release. Working with the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians and neighbors in the surrounding 7-county region, the foundation has served as a grant maker, partnership broker, and convener to achieve cultural preservation, economic development, and environmental preservation goals. As a result of strategies developed and pursued with community members, progress has been made in cultural-based leadership development, Cherokee language revitalization, cultural tourism, revitalization of the Cherokee's business district, regional entrepreneurship, financial literacy of Cherokee youth, regional education, and perpetuation, and a continuance of Cherokee artistic traditions and sustainable practices. Let's end it with that. A historic bill signing at the Washington Place settles a nearly 3 decades old ceded lands dispute between the state and the Office of Hawaiian Affairs in Hawaii. A settlement signed by Governor Neil Abercrombie this week resolves all OHA's claims to former Crown land revenue from 1987 to the end of June of last year. Under the agreement, OHA receives 30 acres of waterfront property in Kakaako, Maki, worth $200 million. In exchange, the agency waives long-standing claims over its share of proceeds from duty-free shops and lands used for state hospitals and public housing projects. In 2008, a similar $200 million real estate transfer was proposed but failed to pass the state legislature. The issue has also been brought before the state Supreme Court 3 times. That court has ruled that a settlement needed legislative approval. And powwows this weekend in the Great Lakes region include the University of Wisconsin Superior Powwow, the University of Wisconsin Eau Claire Powwow, the Sturgeon Feast Powwow in Kashina, Wisconsin, and the Wisconsin Indian Education Conference Powwow in Baraboo, Wisconsin. And in other parts of this country, powwows are being held at Arizona State University in Tempe, Arizona, Dorothy Coliseum in Big Springs, Texas, High Slop Sports Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota, the Adams Center in Missoula, Montana, at Bedford North Lawrence High School in Bedford, Indiana, Memorial High School in Lawsonia, New Hampshire, and the Moby Arena in Fort Collins, Colorado. So if you want to get out and snag and eat fry bread, there's lots going on this upcoming weekend, and that's going to be another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. We want to thank you for joining with us, and come back again soon.